Hi guys, welcome back to Adulan Forex. So I'm going to quickly analyze GPB Euro USD, GPB USD, maybe AUD USD and NZD USD, right? So that we know what to look out for next week. Okay, so as always, we have a system that we follows, right? And the first thing we have to do in our system or in my system is to first of all do top-down analysis to know where the market is going, where the market is coming from, where the market is going, and then we know what we should be expecting next, right? So let's get started. So on monthly time frame, what can we see on monthly time frame? So first of all, you have to look at the market structure wise. So looking at the monthly time frame, you see that the current structure here, so we don't have to do much. The current structure right here, you see that market for the past 3 months, market has been pushing up, right? Market has been pushing up to the upside. So and remember, price does not move in a straight line. And look at this area here where market break impulsively. So and then after the impulsive move, there have to be exhaustion phase or correction before another continuation of impulsive movement. So in this wise, if you look at the monthly time frame, it's pushing bullish, but currently we are on a retracement from the monthly time frame. So this is what I want to know. This is what we want to see from the monthly time frame. So we scale down to the weekly time frame. Our method is simple, just to know where the market is going so that we know how to plan for our setup. So we go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame also, based on market structure wise, uh, let me do this. Based on market structure wise, the market is bullish, right? So this is it. This is impulse, uh, impulse correction, impulse. So the market break out this level here. So currently also on the weekly time frame, we are in a bullish direction, but you have to pay attention to, after looking at the structure, you also have to pay attention to um the current phase of the structure. What I'm trying to say is that this is impulse, this is correction, this is impulse, right? Currently, even though the monthly time frame is looking bullish, but we are on a corrective phase, right? So after knowing that we are on a corrective phase, we also have to determine at which point where the correction is going to be over so that we can continue the bullish movement, right? So if you look at the weekly time frame, you see that obviously we have a blind spot right there. So here on the weekly, although we don't trade for weekly time frame, the weekly potential setup or higher time frame potential setup, we can use that as direction to be able to know where price is going to reject or react from. So we're going to mark this potential blind spots here on the weekly time frame. In order to make our analysis so strong, we can go ahead to look for confirmation of this weekly blind spot, which is going to be this momentum candle here on the daily time frame. So now we know the direction, we know where price can start buying. Price has been rejecting here to this point. So what are we going to be expecting by next week on Euro USD? We should be expecting price to give us, this is where we can comfortably go to the lower time frame to start looking for potential setup for us to buy, because the direction we are going bullish, right? So, but then we don't buy from the weekly. You have to go to 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes time frame to wait for setup to happen in line with the direction of the market. Setup have to be in line with what the higher time frame direction. So we go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame also, nothing is happening right here. We want to see on daily or clearly on H4. I want to see market um I want to see market. Look at how when price was dropping. So price when price was dropping, was creating characteristics of a short down trend. The weekly retracement give us a short down trend right here on this level. So if this market is going to start buying, we don't want to just jump into the trade. We want to see potential setup here, and that price will clear out this level, right? Clear out this level to give us a potential Quasimodo for us to buy. Or it could be potential Quasimodo, it could be any of the reversal setup. And remember, we have Quasimodo reversal manipulation entry formula, blind spot, Quasimodo manipulation, this which is the QMM. These are the reversal setup that we'll be expecting to see on the H4, H1 30 minutes time frame by next week. So my bias on Euro USD is bullish, or we are going to be expecting bullish, right? So all you have to do is to understand top-down analysis and also know higher time frame market structure synchronization so that you know either to be looking for setup in line with the bearish or the bullish movement based on either retracement or an impulsive movement from the higher time frame. So now let's get to GPB USD. Also, GPB USD look alike, right? They have the same chart, almost the same chart, or they move the same direction, right? So we go to the monthly time frame as well. We'll be able to see that our monthly price has been pushing, right? So we have the analysis already here. Price has been pushing, guys. So price has been pushing, and price is currently sitting at this late Quasimodo level, right? So what is going to happen is that this level is also seen as a danger zone, right? So price is not just going to find it difficult to break the level. So, but then the market direction is going bullish. So for the past 3 months, the market has been buying. And let's go to the weekly to see things clearly, right? So on the weekly time frame, um, on the weekly time frame, if you look at the weekly, you see that there's internal structure here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, like that. This price has been moving within this internal structure on the weekly time frame. Price has been pushing bullish for the past 3 months or 4 months or thereabout. So now price is currently sitting at this danger zone. So we don't want to be selling or buying at the danger zone, right? We want price to close above, or we want price to um yeah, we want price to close above from the danger zone, or price to retrace back to a potential level where we know that price can have enough momentum to be able to push up to break that level, right? So now let's go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can see that we have this potential. Can we connect this line? Let's see if this trend line will meet up, or uh, maybe not necessary, guys. We have this blind spot on the daily time frame, right? So look at on the daily time frame. Also, we have a clear market structure here. Our this thing is simple, guys. So we have impulse, correction, then impulse. Then there's this blind spot with this significant break, right? And then that is where price is currently sitting right there. So price is currently here. In fact, we were expecting to see a bullish movement, and which I found a setup this week, but the market could not act accordingly. And it's sometime like that. Price may not give you what we want, but our bias, or my bias, remain to go bullish. So what are we expecting? We're expecting to see price continue to push up and we're expecting to see potential setup opportunity on the H4, H1 time frame to go bullish, right? Price may come back here again before pushing. So maybe price may come back to this zone, then before pushing up, right? But all we want to see is to see a clear setup in line with the direction of the market. So GPB USD also bullish. If we go to, by next week, we go to the H4 time frame, H4, H1 time frame to see if we found any potential. This one look like a potential Quasimodo right here, right? This one look like let's remove this one. It was last week's setup, but press did not activate it. I mean, this week's setup, but so if you look at right here, you see this look like potential Quasimodo from here to this level, right? So we have the low, we have the high, we have the higher high, and then this could be, I mean, this is a lower low, right? So we have that potential setup right there. So let's see how next week is going to be. If we have any confirmation or rejection, confirmation or rejection is for entering confirmation, right? This for confirmation or rejection is to ensure that, okay, our setup is ready to hold and then we are getting in. So yeah, so this is what I'm looking at. So let's see if this setup has confirmation as well. So we have that bearish engulf. I mean, we have that bullish engulf on the daily time frame, and then we have this potential setup right here. So I'm going to put use the setup line. So yeah, we have this potential setup where we can look at by next week, guys. So this is I'm expecting GPB USD, Euro USD to go bullish by next week. So let's see how it goes, guys. So now let's quickly go to GPB AUD USD. So AUD USD also, we have our markup right there. In fact, AUD USD was annoying. Yesterday, Friday, price was ranging within entering and then nothing really serious. So, but then we also have the same market direction in terms of the trend of the market, right? Market has been pushing up. So from the monthly time frame, we have been pushing, and then market is started rejecting from this past. Can I clear the chart? Guys, my chart is AUD chart is so rough. So we have this potential, not potential, this late blind spot retest here where price was rejecting from, right? So those are roadblocks where causes retracement. So now let me put direction. So guys, from the market is rejecting from the blind spot, late blind spot on the monthly time frame. So let's go to the H4 time frame. Also, I mean, weekly time frame. If you look at the weekly time frame, we have this level here. Market give us something like a extended W, and then market was able to close above it, right? Break this level to close above. So what actually going on here is price is rejecting from this past our late retest blind spot, come back here before price can finally push up. So on the weekly, we are having that bullish market structure to keep to look for bullish movement, right? But then we have not seen clear reason to start looking for buys. So let's go to the daily time frame. So if you go to the daily time frame, you see that we have a potential not really a good blind spot setup, but at this area where price break and then price come back to this area. The first time it reject, the second time it give us rejection. So I'm expecting price to continue pushing up. Price may also come back here before the continuation of the bullish movement. So in this wise, we are also going to be looking at the same lower time frame lower time frame. We have to remove this one. Let's clear this one. Price did not move, was ranging within the entry. So here also we have like potential. We can update this setup to here, right? So at this level. So let's go to line chart. We have this high right here. We have the low. We have the lower low here, and then we have the higher high right here. So let's see. This is where I was expecting this GP AUD USD to go bullish, but then let's see. We have confirmation on daily time frame as well. So let's see. By next week, let's see if price is going to give us confirmation of rejection on the lower time frame. So look for buys. But our buyers on Euro USD, AUD, GPB USD, AUD USD, NZD USD remain to look for setup in line with the bullish direction, because from the top-down analysis, the market is bullish. So guys, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm going to drop other analysis in respect to our strategy, in respect to the right way to apply Bastra concept, the right way to trade Fantastic Five, right? So guys, like I said, without devotion, there is no transformation. So make sure you stay devoted, practice, 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 and get better with top-down analysis and be able to apply with Fantastic Five. Thank you for watching. And I believe you learned from this video. The video is going to add to your knowledge in with the Bastra concept. So guys, wait for the next one. See you.